Today we're talking about multiplying polynomials. Don't forget to take notes and do the survey questions. So things to keep in mind. Remember your exponent rules we talked about in class. Most importantly, adding the exponents when they have the same base is the biggest one to remember. It's one most used. And always combine only your like terms. You can't add stuff together. When multiplying, you multiply everything. So when you combine with addition and subtraction, you have to have like terms, but when we multiply everything. And the distributive property is the big key. So let's look at example 1. 5x squared times 6x plus 6. So what we need to do here is take the 5x squared and distribute it to the 6x and the 6. So we're going to have 5x squared times 6x plus 5x squared times 6. When we look at 5x squared times 6x, we need to remember our properties of exponents. So we're going to get a 30x cubed. Remember, we have a 2 on this x and a 1 on this x, so we add those together and multiply 5 and 6. And then over here we multiplied 6 times 5 and there was no x here, so we didn't have to add anything. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing here, but we're going to multiply the 6p to all three terms. So you get 6p times the 2p squared, 6p times 2p, and 6p times 3. So when you can multiply that out, you're going to get 12p cubed minus 12p squared plus 18p. Again, we use our exponent rules with the p to the first and p squared because we were multiplying here. Same thing here, we were multiplying, so we had to go to p squared. Alright, let's look at another example. Now we're multiplying two binomials. So there's two terms in both of them. So we have to multiply the 4m times the 2m and the 4m times the 5 and keep our signs. We also have to multiply the 8 times the 2m and the 8 times the 5. That's what we did here. When you do that, you're going to get 4m times 2m is 8m squared. Exponent rules there. 4m times negative 5 is negative 20 plus 8 times 2m, which is 16m. And then we're going to add 8 times negative 5 to get negative 40. So this is sometimes referred to as FOILing, but you have to make sure that you're multiplying and using your exponent rules. And combining your like terms, that's the last step. We have two of the same term with m, and we're going to combine our like terms. Alright, let's look at one more example of a binomial times a binomial. So this one, we're going to multiply 2x times m, and then 2x times negative 2, negative 1 times m, negative 1 times negative 2. When we do that, we're going to get 2x m. There's not the same base, so we're not going to combine our exponents. We're going to do 2x times negative 2, which is negative 4x. We're going to do negative 1 times m, which is negative m. Negative 1 times negative 2 is a positive 2. We have no like terms here, so this is our final answer. So just remember, if you need to combine like terms, do it. Multiply everything that needs to be multiplied. Use the distributive property to be sure this happens. Watch the signs. Alright, bring your notes to class, all filled out. Take your survey now. If you have any questions, write them down and we will go over them.